right, welcome back, watch fans. Today we have an exciting review for you. We're doing one of the punters from Instagram has written in, and he wants a review. And look, this is what we do. We're here to please the customers, like the famous Indian guru said. Love all, serve all. Right? That was the advice given to the guys who started a Hard Rock Cafe. So these guys were two bums back in the 60s. They ended up somewhere in India, and this guru, I guess they were trying to get enlightened or something. And he says, you two guys should get together because and do business because you both have strengths and weaknesses. One guy spends too much, the other guy is whatever. Anyway, and he says, well, and the love all, serve all. That's been their motto, and that's the motto of our channel. We're here to provide service for the planet. So anyway, this guy Wristology writes in, and he says, big fan of your YouTube, mate. Rate my collection without killing me. Well, apparently he knows about our brutal watch reviews. He knows our he knows about our penchant for honesty. That's right, honesty. This is what we're all about. And look, we're going to give you an honest review. We may or may not like it. We're going to go through the collection, and of course, what do you punters think? We'll see if anybody wants to jump on the panel. That's right. We'll even get some panelists. Maybe Bruce Lee from Hong Kong will show up. Who knows? You never know. On this channel, we have A-list. We got serious A-list guests. I don't think you guys realize this is not like some tomato can channel like Archie Luxury or a bunch of middle-aged guys sitting in their trailer park wearing baseball caps. No, we're talking serious watches here. All right, so let's take a look at this collection, and we'll go through the review. So this is a Wristology. I'm assuming the guy is like in the UK or something, right? Like, who else says mate? I don't think he seems a little more too intelligent to be Australian. The Australian, they had that, they're inbred with a kangaroo, so the IQ has suffered. So this guy's probably English. Anyway. So let's take a look. Let's do a quick run through. I'll give you my initial impression. I'll give you kind of my initial impression of this, and obviously, feel free to leave your comments. Oh, what is this? What is going on? Okay, so this is going to be an interesting collection. I see some things. I see some interesting things so far. Yeah, there's a couple of shitters. Yeah, there's a couple of mistakes. Mistakes were made, as Bill Clinton said. Mistakes were made. That was the famous line. G-Shock. What is this? Come on, pal. Okay, but we got some interesting watches. Baltic. Okay, we can talk about Baltic. So we got some Rolex. Very heavy on the sports. One thing I got to tell you, this guy takes good pictures. He takes good pictures. Very clear. They're well thought out. I mean, they're like, I don't know, like how he gets such clarity, like what kind of camera he uses, or what does he do to get these pictures? Because they're very like clean. Look at this. This is his desk. Look how clean it is. Look how clean the desk is, and his keyboard is like meticulous. He's got the coffee. He's got a coffee there, which is, what is this thing with these English? They're all like that bark and jack off with the drinking coffee and all that nonsense. I mean, is that like supposed to be like a cool thing? Like if you drink coffee in London, that makes you kind of like more with it, more Americanized or something? I don't know. Because they love talking about drinking coffee, this bark and jack off. I mean, I don't understand what that's all about. But anyway, so this guy's got the coffee cup over there. Let me see what he's doing. Oh, he's got more. He's got the same. And the coffee cup is clean. My coffee cup always has like the coffee kind of drips down from the server. I don't know why that happens. Maybe I'm a slob. I don't know. But this guy is like super meticulous. Look how clean everything here is. But let's drive through this collection. Let's have a quick look. Ooh, I like this. Okay, so look, I was gonna say bad things about the collection. I was gonna say bad things like it's a bunch of basic bitch watches. But you know what? Anybody who's got a Rolex Turnograph, again, this is the final edition. The Rolex Turnograph is a man worthy of respect. Now look how beautiful that is with the red hand. Look at, you got the red hand, you got the red date. Okay, you got a gray dial. I'm not a big fan of the gray dials, to be honest. The blue dial is the way to go, but maybe the blue dial is a little more expensive. They're a little bit more pricey. The gray dial is probably a couple $100 less. I don't know if he did it because he couldn't find the blue dial or he likes the gray. I don't know. But let's say Hairspring Watches says loves that dial. Interesting. I don't know if the guy has no taste. No, it's not bad. I mean, look, because here's the beautiful Jubilee bracelet, and it's got that really nice clasp. The hidden clasp is beautiful. Look at that hidden clasp. It's a beautiful watch. I mean, this has got to be like the best watch Rolex ever made. It's super underrated. The crown, excuse me, the bezel. The bezel is white gold. And it's like a timing watch. It's like a Yachtmaster. It's like a Submariner. To me, that's the best function. And I got two of these watches, not this one. I want to get one of these, but I got the vintage ones. Great watch. Okay, let's keep going. So this is the collection is not bad, even though he's got horrible. He's got the horrible Omegas. He's got some horrible watches. He's got the peasant watch, the watch of the Matrix. This is what is it? What is this, like a fireplace? What is going on here? What is he at? What the hell is this? This looks like a. What the hell is that place in Vegas? The Lounge. What the hell is it called? The shit. That 70s Lounge. What the hell is it called? It's right on the strip. It's it'll come to me. It's like a 70s place. It's like a standalone building on Pepper Tree Mill or something. Pepper Tree. It's okay. Disgusting watch. This is like a peasant watch. This is part of the Matrix. You're a slave of the Matrix. That's what it tells me. But okay, let's listen. I don't want to make judgments yet. We're just gonna do a quick dive through here. I don't want to make any judgments. Maybe listen. Who am I to judge, as the Pope would say, right? If Pope, who's the guy? The new guy. That's the new guy said that. Okay, look at that beautiful clasp right here on the Rolex Turnograph. You see how beautiful the hidden clasp is? Okay, let's go. Let's scroll through. What do you got? What do you punters think of this collection so far? I mean, look, we got the basic, tomato can slave of the Matrix watch. We got the Submariner, which is, again, that's strike one. You got the Explorer, strike two. you got the Omega Speedmaster, strike. I mean, this is like this is the stuff that we've talked. You got Tudors, Chuda as Archie. He's got a date. Okay, this is some horrible, disgusting watches here. But look, we're not going to judge yet. Let's kind of go through the collection. A lot of steel, very basic. A lot of basic watch. Listen, the guy takes very good photos. I don't know how he takes these. Look at this. I mean, this is a great. I mean, look at the lighting in here. I mean, this guy is like very meticulous. Look how clean everything is. Look how clean all the watches are. He takes care of his stuff. This guy's probably a homosexual. I mean, he's English, so there's definitely that English thing. The rum, buggery, and the lash. Very clean. Everything's very clean. So this is a pleasure to look through some good quality photos. Everything is nice and clean. Let's see here. By the way, guys, do you know we have an incredible free email newsletter? We got an incredible free email newsletter. And how do you get this free email newsletter? Well, you click the link in the video description below. And what does it look like? Well, I can't show you the full thing, but look, we cover Rolex, Patek, AP, everything, high end, vintage, modern. Every time I put up that thing, people leave the channel for some reason. I don't know why that is, but anyway, It's an incredible newsletter. Click the link, free in your inbox twice a week for the latest on the vintage and modern Rolex. All right, so I think we're getting an idea. I think we're getting an idea of this gentleman's taste. What is going on with these pictures? Look how clean. Again, everything is very clean. Let me see that keyboard. Yeah, keyboard looks very clean. He's got two keyboards. Looks like he's got a white keyboard and a black keyboard. Okay, he's got some Casios, blah, 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 blah. Let's see how far the back this goes. I don't want to spend all day here. Okay. All right. Let's have a quick run through the collection, and I'll give you my review, and you guys can, of course, leave your comments. What do you punters think? So let's take a look. So we're going to rate this on. The collection is going to be rated on a couple things. Upside potential. Is there any upside in these watches in terms of financially? Watch choices. Is it interesting? Is there a cohesive collection overall? And also, quality, the overall quality, and photo creativity. Since it is Instagram, we'll mention that because it matters. It does matter. All right, so let's take a look. What do we got here? We got TUDOR. Wow, look how clean everything is in this guy's pictures. The watches are clean. The keyboard, the desk, not a speck of dust. So look, I don't know what's going on. He's eating at. I don't know what's going on at this setup, but listen. Actually, okay. All kidding aside, look, Omega, TUDOR, they got a place. They do have a place in the. He's got the nice coffee cup. That's the glass. It's got the like thermos type of quality to it. That does what is it called? It's who makes it? It's the company that makes the French press. You see that? Wow. Let me see. Let me look at this coffee cup. Yeah, look at everything. Look, I mean, seriously, this guy is like super meticulous. Look at this whole. He's got his cable is white, meticulous. Look at the keyboard cable. He's got something else on the desk. He's got a croissant. Okay, he's got some pastry, some nasty English pastry. Look, I mean, it's probably from what is that? Pret a manger, or what's the other place they have? Nero's coffee. I don't know. It looks pretty nasty. It looks like some sort of stale English pastry. It's probably got soggy from the rain. He's got some nice cigars there. Those Romeo and Juliet. Those are my favorites. Now I don't know, what is that? Is that in a glass? Are those properly humidified? I don't think they are. Unless he's got like a Boveda pack in there at the bottom. I don't know. That's not a good setup. Those are expensive cigars, especially in London. If you're in London, they're like double the price. So that's probably like 1, 2, 3, 5. He's got 10, 12. He's got probably like $300 in cigars there. If those are Romeo and Juliet, that's based on London prices, 300-400, and that humidification does not look good to me. The coffee looks excellent. The presentation is excellent. Now, the watch is a shitter watch. Let's go to Baltic. So Baltic, at least they're honest. They make this watch for like $500. I guess this is like a novelty watch, right? With like some sort of Arabic, right? That's the Arabic, whatever. It's this novelty gimmick thing. Eastern Arabic Hindi, whatever that means. I don't know why they don't just speak English, but like normal people. But let me tell you something. The Baltic watch is actually a pretty clean design. It's a $500 watch. Oh, we got one of our aristocrats, Kevin Hawthorne from Lakeland, Florida. Kevin, good evening. All right, so let's talk about this collection. I think this is at least an honest watch. Baltic for $500, you're getting a mechanical watch. From what things I've heard, they're actually quite good. They're quite good. I mean, I'd rather wear a Baltic than wear a TUDOR, right? Like, I don't know why the guy needs to have the Tudors. I mean, the Baltic watch is a fine. It's, you know, I've never had one. They're not paying me, so it's fine. I mean, I would rate it. You know, it's an honest watch for like $500-600. You're getting a, you know, I think a pretty decent watch. It's clean, beautiful design. The Cartier. What is this? What is this Cartier? It's a chronograph. You know, I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. I don't think I've seen one of these before. So that makes it kind of interesting. And I don't know about the mechanics of it. I don't know how legit the movement is. Okay. So it is important. It's important to have legitimate movement. So I think, look, if you're going to go with chronographs, you really want, you got to go Rolex Daytona. That's best of breed, or even Omega. Omega has, especially if you go like, they have some interesting complications that they make. I mean, not you know, like with moon phases, with like the different date wheels. If you go kind of a little bit off the main road, Omega actually has some decent watches you can get for like $5,000, $4 or $5,000, and they're going to maintain value. The Cartier, I don't know if this was kind of like how respectable the movement is, if this is like just some basic ETA type of movement or whatever. You know, I don't know. The jury's out on this. I'm not going to say anything bad about it. Although, look, I think if you're going to go with a dress watch, again, if it's a watch on a strap, it's got to be gold. It's got to be gold, okay? If it's a dress watch, it has to be gold. I'm going to make the exception for this Baltic because, you know, it's just a value type of watch. They do a clean, honest job. So they're okay for steel, but I would probably use like a rubber strap, like a bespoke rubber strap from Jean Rousseau or somebody. Because, I don't know, just leather and steel doesn't work for me. It's got to be gold and steel. Okay, now let's get to some of the nasty and vicious watches he's got here. Let's look at some of the mistake watches. You got the Explorer, which is pure garbage, pure trash. You got a Rolex, what is it, the basic, I don't know, the Oyster, no date. Also garbage. Again, he's got the coffee in there. Is this guy like doing a bark and jack thing? I don't know what he's doing there. He's got a lot of milk in that coffee. Okay, we're deducting points. I mean, I don't know. What's the point of drinking coffee if you're not going to have coffee? It's got to be black, okay? It has to be black. Maybe a little bit. That's too much milk in that coffee. Too much milk in that coffee. Now, I don't know. It's a green dial or something. Okay, big deal. The watch is very basic. It's boring. So here's my issue right away. I'll tell you what my issue with the collection right away. It's highly, highly redundant. He's got some interesting things here, but it's very also highly redundant. Okay, now. Okay. All right. So this guy's got some taste, right? He's got the Rolex date gold. You know, this is the 180. This is the original. This is the 70s model. And look how crisp and clean that case is. That's a very good condition watch. Really good condition. Is that a DuPont lighter? It's a really nice light. It looks like it could be a DuPont lighter. I don't know. It could be. DuPont makes good lighters. The fuel is expensive. I don't know. Is that I think it is a DuPont. I think it's one of the newer. Okay. So he got this glossy dark green custom strap. Interesting choice, but the dial is black. So it's a dark green strap. It's a black dial. Okay, so I think what he's trying to do is go for that newer model that Rolex is doing with the the green dial with the green strap. I think that's what he's doing. But look, this is a great value watch. I can't see. It's hard to really see the quality of the strap to really make it's hard to really judge the quality. It looks kind of black. It looks like it's okay. I don't know. It's hard to tell, really. Hard to tell. I can't tell if it's like a cheapo or a good quality strap. I don't know. Okay, the coffee looks okay in that photo. He's got some nice foam there. It's probably okay. Oh, he's got the cigar with the coffee. Okay, and he's got is that an Hermes ashtray he's got going on there? Okay, he's got a very nice ashtray. Okay, so you get points for the ashtray. I have a weakness for these Hermes cigar ashtrays. I have like 4 of them. Now let's see. You buy them on eBay from Japan, you get good deals. That case is in excellent condition. Now, is the buckle original Rolex buckle? That's the key question. Or is it a Fugazi? Which may not be a big deal, to be honest. May or may not be a big deal. Oh, I think it's a Fugazi. Yeah, it looks like a Fugazi. I think it's a Fugazi. It's hard to tell. Again, to make these buckles, pretty easy, right? Like, it's just a piece of metal, right? Like anybody can make this. I don't know if that's a real or Fugazi. So if you guys know, leave your message in the comments. Very easy to end up with a Fugazi. I don't think these guys who claim to be experts even know the difference. Like this tomato can Buckley, whatever he calls himself, Vukum Buckley. Everybody's an expert, these watch experts are like assholes. Everybody has one. Everybody's got an opinion. So again, I'm a big fan of the day date, the basic 18038. Black dial is actually okay. It's a little severe, so you can't really. It's not as because the beauty of this watch is it's very, very versatile. You can wear it on a strap, different straps, suede. You can dress it up, dress it down, and you can put it back on the bracelet, which I wouldn't recommend because it's a bit of a, it's a bit of a cliched look. I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of the Rolex Day Date bracelet, ironically. The new one is beautiful. The new one, I'm talking about the Day Date 40. It's a work of art. The old one, piece of garbage. Again, he's got the Cartier. I think that's a new strap. He's got the Explorer, which, listen, I've said bad things about the watch. I think this is the smaller one, right? This is the older one. It's not a bad watch. If you get them for like, whatever, what is it, 7, 8. Oh, yeah, it's the old one. Yeah. So, 7 grand, 7 grand, 8 grand, whatever. It's a nice, honest watch. It's a very, it's a nice, versatile watch. It's kind of growing on me, to be honest. You got the GMT function. It's very, kind of, I don't know, minimal. It's growing me a little bit. Would I ever wear one? I don't know. But okay, so he's got okay. So this is good. He's got the day date on this. Again, you see what? You can dress it up and dress it down. This is actually a pretty cool strap. This kind of grain, whatever you call this. A lot of people are doing this type of strap. It's nice. Basic leather. It looks good. Actually, it's a really nice look. This brownish kind of taupe or whatever you want to call it. I actually think it's a pretty good look. Let's see if we get any of the punters that want to hop on or leave your comments. Let me know what you guys think. Let's see. So the problem is he's got a TUDOR. He's got a TUDOR day date, which is steel. Who does that? You see, this collection has got, like right away, this guy's got too many redundancies here. He's got too many redundancies. Look how beautiful the Rolex day date is with the gold. Again, the versatility on a strap. It looks amazing. Why would the guy want to have a TUDOR? It doesn't make any sense to me. It's like you have a Bentley and then you have a Honda. Why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. I get it. Maybe you have like a Bentley and you have maybe like a Mercedes, like for certain things, or maybe you have a Range Rover. But you don't like kind of, I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense. Like it's the same exact thing. It's almost like having, the metaphor is this. It's almost like you got it's like you have a Rolls Cullinan And then you have a Ford what's the Ford SUV that they make? Okay, the rolls I'm exaggerating, but okay, it's like you have a Range Rover. You know, you got the Range Rover SUV, and you also, which like the good one, the autobiography edition, and then you have like a Subaru Outback, also known as the Lesbaru. Doesn't make any sense. No, those are nice straps. Those are really nice straps, Yuri. Those are quality straps. All right, so this is a big mistake. He's got these weird redundancies again. Case, Exhibit A. Don't do this. Don't do this. I mean, if you're gonna, I guess, okay, I see what he's trying to do. I think he's kind of a Hans Wilsdorf fan. He's kind of trying to create like an encyclopedic collection in a way. Like, okay, here is the idea. I kind of get it. I kind of do get it. Maybe that's what he's trying to do, saying, okay, here's, the execution in the original, and then I get it. It's kind of like, but what are you, a museum? Are you a museum, pal? Are you a museum? Come on. You're not a museum. You're not doing a museum exhibit here on Rolex. Yeah, so get rid of that garbage Tudor. I'd get rid of old Tudor. He's got way too many. He's got way too many Tudors here. Now, why would a guy have a Rolex Oyster? Not Oyster. Whatever this is. I don't know. Explorer, Oyster. He's got two of these watches, right? It's a basic watch. It's just a basic time-only watch. He's got two of them right here. Look at this. Back next door. Again, Exhibit B. Why would the guy have two of the same watches? Because the dials are different. It's the same exact watch. Pure garbage. I mean, why would you do that when you have, like, you got a date, which is, again, the icon of Rolex. Yeah, people say, oh, it's an old watch. Oh, it's an old. No, it's not. It's a great classic watch. Okay, the date on a strap, great look. Okay, so if you have that, okay, and you have a GMT Explorer 2, why would you need more steel Rolex unless it's got some other function? So you don't need these perpetual bullshit, whatever, the Oyster or whatever, Oyster garbage. Then he's got another TUDOR Black Bay. Again, why would you have this when you have a Rolex Explorer? Makes no sense to me. I mean, this watch has like a vintagey type of vibe, which is a fraud. Again, it's a fraud because it's a modern watch. Why are they making a watch look old? So it's a fraud. It's a total fraud. It's a Fugazi. Okay. What is this Fugazi watches? I don't have time for this Fugazi garbage. Okay, he's got a Submariner, which, that's the guy. So this is the guy. Hold on a second. Okay, hold on a second. So this guy, that's his logo on his Instagram page. He's got that on his mug. So this guy's got he really likes to look at himself. I mean, that is some what narcissism. This guy's like Anthony Farrer. This is like an Anthony. This guy's like an Anthony. This is it's crazy. I remember a long time ago. I was look. I wanted to rent an apartment. This is like in Marina del Rey, a long time ago, and I go there, and they got like, this lady. Actually, I rented an apartment there before, and I wanted to come back. Because it was a nice place. It was, and they had good deals. And I come back. This is like probably circa 2010 or 11. And I'm thinking, okay, they probably have good deals because the market is a little weak right now. 2010, 11, a recession. So I'm thinking, okay, I can get a good deal. So there's there's the lady at the front at the whatever the reception. She was like a moron. I don't know. They're real retards there. Then you have this new assistant or something. This black chick who's like, I don't know. She's like, I notice she's got like pictures all over. People put pictures on their desk, like, framed photos. And I realized all the photos are of her. I mean, like literally all the photos, she's got framed photos of herself. She must have had 8 of them framed. I mean, like there's like 3 people in this office. They all have desks, and she's got the most framed photos, and they're all framed photos of her. So I'm like, I've never seen that before. Usually you have the photos of your kids, your husband, whatever, whatever bullshit, some vacation, bullshit. So I ask her, what's up with the photos? Like, why do you have all these photos of yourself? She goes, oh, I like looking at myself. And she said it without any irony, like she's basically retarded. Now, how do I know she's retarded? Because I go for the tour of the place, right? And then I'm asking her, I'm asking, hey, what's your vacancy rate here? Because I'm thinking, hey, it'll give me some negotiating leverage. If they got a lot of vacancy, not that she would answer, but I mean, if they're going to give me, I could maybe give them a lowball number or, whatever. I'd try to negotiate, right? So she goes, oh, our vacancy rate is like 50%. Like, hey, I knew she was like retarded. I mean, like, actually, no, I think first I asked that, then we went to the office. I see the pictures of this. She was basically retarded because nobody has a 50% vacancy rate in LA. Like, we're talking about Marina Del Rey, which is like, prime neighborhood on the water, like literally on the water with good, nobody has 50% vacancy. Maybe 5%, in a bad market. It could have been, 8%, 10%, possibly 15% during a recession. Maybe. Nobody has a 50% vacancy rate. If they would, the place would be looking like it was, like a ghost town, be like, rats running around, I mean, they're ridiculous, right? Anyway, so this guy might be like slightly retarded. I don't know. But you know what? I gotta say, the quality of the mug is good quality. Look at how clean everything is. This guy is like a real. This guy must be like one of these narcissist type of guys. Good logo photo though. I gotta say, he's very meticulous. Very, the problem is he's got too many shitters. He's got the Omega. By the way, my opinion of the Omega is actually, it's you know what, I'm kind of, I had a very strong negative opinion on Omega, the Speedmaster and all that. I'm not gonna be so. I'm gonna be kinder and gentler. I'm gonna be kinder and gentler. You know what? I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like this. What's up with this sweater bullshit? I mean, like, come on, you're a grown man. You wear like a jacket, a suit. Don't wear a sweater. I mean, it's like, with a dress shirt. That's kind of that's a little bit, I mean, this guy probably carries a backpack with him. Like, these bros and you see in Midtown, they got the backpack, they got the vest, fleece vest. It's the fleece vest in the Midtown man. They got the carrying the cup of Starbucks and a paper cup. I'm going to ease up on my opinion on Omega. Actually, look, Omega is a fine watch. It's actually a good quality watch. It's a victim of its own success. How much is it worth? It's worth $4,000. They're a little bit overpriced. These are nice watches. I mean, they're good watches. It's not a Rolex. That's the problem. It's kind of like, it's the problem with Omega. It's like, it's probably better quality. I mean, they used to be, the better, more prestigious company than a Rolex back in the day. But, they just, Rolex has incredible marketing. They know how to push the buttons. Rolex, they got the crown, they got all that. Omega is just like some nerdy, like, Greek symbol. So that they lost the game. Okay, so he's showing us other stuff. Blah, 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 blah. By the way, I'm spending way too much time on this basic shitter collection. But I just want to show you guys some of the mistakes here so that you don't make these mistakes. You can learn from this. Learn from the mistakes. Cartier Tank Divan. What is that? Oh. And à la poubelle. I don't know. Look, I mean, I'm not into these steel watches. From a dress watch needs to be gold. And Cartier, actually, the modern, they're nice, but it's got to be gold. No steel. I mean, steel is for peasants. Steel dress watches on a strap are for peasants only. Okay, pure peasant material. Again, you got a peasant trio. You got that Longines, you got a Tudor, and you got Chuda. You got the peasant trio. Why would the guy have that when he already has really good watches? Again, who needs a Chuda when you have a day date? So this guy's born in the 80s. Yeah, this is the 80s watch. The suede strap. This is a cheap strap, by the way. I think this comes from that Belgian company. I don't like the stitching that goes like by at the top. I don't like that stitching. It's got that's a little too. It makes it look cheap. I know. I think I know where he got it from. It's like a Belgian French company. It doesn't look good. The stitching should not be at that top thing there, which is, I guess, designed to hold the what do you call it in better. It doesn't look good. I don't. I'm not a fan of that. The other strap he has is nice. Okay, now what's the best watch in his collection? I gotta tell you something. Like right here, all the guy needs. I'm gonna wrap it up because this is like a waste of my time. I'm like a busy man, you know. I'm a busy man. I can't be wasting my time on peasant watches. Like right here, look at this. He's got two. This guy's got some really. He's got okay. The Turnograph. It's an amazing watch. Rolex Turnograph. Great watch. All right. You got the timing. Great watch. You got the hidden class. Beautiful watch. Beautiful, beautiful watch. Look how good the condition is. Okay, great. Steel with a sports, the timing bezel. And he's got a day date. He's got a day date in gold. So why does he need? Oh shit, we got Bruce Lee here. I mean, this is really insult. Okay, Bruce.
Hello. How's it going?
Hi, Bruce? Thank you for joining. I apologize that that you're coming on while we're reviewing these like peasant watches, these Tudors and steel Cartiers and Omega Speedmasters. I mean, it's an insult to a guy like you almost. But we have to do.
I thought they're gonna be more interesting stuff, but apparently just the too much Rolex.
Okay. So I want to actually have you seen the whole? Have you been? How long have you been watching? How long have you been watching the video?
10 minutes ago, something like that.
Oh, 10 minutes. Okay. So we're So I want to get your opinion on this because I think I've mentioned a couple my thoughts. I mean, I like a couple of watches. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the Turnograph. I love the Turnograph. Actually, I have two vintage ones. Have you ever had one of these?
No, I mean, for any of the watch, say, collectors, most likely I think they buy sub, to start with. I bought the sub, the bluesy, from the early 90s. The smaller case, two-tone, right? So you cannot for
the classic. The classic.
Yeah. I got that was my first Rolex.
Of course.
And then again, when we're discussing collection or our life journey, anything like that, we have to put things into context. So for example, right, so soon after I starting to get a bit serious in buying watches and learning about watches,
yes,
the panorama becomes super hot. So I think for people start watch collecting in the 2009, to 2012, it will be dictated by all the diving watches, right? With Crown Guard, with U-boat, right? So you soon sort of starting to lose interest in sub because everybody talk about just Panerai.
I have to say I never bought into the Panerai, the whole. No, I never drank that Kool-Aid. I was strictly a Rolex, but classic shapes, classic. No,
yeah,
I never got into.
That's your life journey, right? So you started way before this, right? So you didn't get brainwashed. So I think for anyone that starts their journey somewhere down the track it's almost like the archaeology, right? When you dig a layer, So we reflect what
our time.
We
reflect our time.
Exactly. So when you collect it, reflect it in your collection, the journey basically. So there's no right and wrong, right? So Turnograph, I didn't know Turnograph, right? When I was in watches, everybody just wear sub or Explorer 1 or with Omega is almost like
Yeah.
a Rail Master. It's not even the Speed Master, right? Nobody can afford. It's always like
Yeah.
the simple one, right? So Air King, for example, for Rolex. Again, you know, that's where also I think reflected where, let's say, you start by you know, salary, you know, you can't afford Patek Philippe, right? You have to find
Yeah.
something that affordable with your salary, right? So I think everybody different. For
Yes.
people that buy those watch, I mean, they must been heavily influenced somewhere in their life journey that Rolex is the most, you know, I mean, for people start, I think earlier, there wasn't much choice anyway, right? So, you
Yeah.
know, either by Patek or Rolex, right? So there's not even that much of variety, right? If you want to buy 10 watches, you end up having a lot of Rolex anyway. So,
You,
I mean,
you know,
you reflect, yeah, you reflect him, you know,
yeah. No,
his journey.
It's a very, very fair point. I mean, obviously, look, everybody starts somewhere, and and of course, now, and I'm not knocking a guy if he starts with Omega or whatever. But here's my problem with this collection. Here's my problem. He's got way too many watches that are all the same, and the problem is he already has like some really good watches. So why would he have stuff that's redundant, right? If you have like classics, like again, you got a turnograph, you got the day date. Okay, you got the Explorer 2, which I think is actually an interesting watch. It's kind of an interesting, GMT. It's a honest watch, So if you have these, why would you go and then get a time only Explorer and then a perpetual only, like it's too much redundant stuff. Like, okay, I get the Omega, I get it, it's a thing, I get it, I'm gonna be more fair with Omega, but here's the thing. He has a day date. He already has a gold day date. Why would the guy get a Tudor day date? It doesn't make any sense.
Is he a dealer or he just collector?
No, he's a collector. He's a collector. And look how good his pictures are. He's very, very neat.
I see.
Very clean.
I know that there are collectors. Basically, they buy. They basically flip, right? So they buy, then they sell, then they buy some more. I mean, unless he have like a group shot of all this watch, in one place at one time, then yes, that's a serious collector, right? But if he just posting, I mean, if you're looking at any of these, let's say Instagram account, if they just posting a wrist check chart every day, different watches, most likely I think they are just keeps, they post, somebody maybe inquired, oh, do you want to sell? Somebody must like it, right? So he sell it, then buy something new, maybe make some profit, maybe lose some money. That's fine.
I think he owns all these watches. I think he does own all these watches. But
no, yeah, of course he owns it. But does he own them at
the same time? I think he owns probably most of them. Yeah, I think he owns I think he owns most of the watches, right? So it's almost like very redundant, So I don't know. I mean, it's very interesting because this guy's like the opposite of you. You buy only one per brand, one watch per brand. You have very specific rules. I have I have some rules, but my rules are not like as disciplined. I'm not disciplined like you. But okay, so real quick, and we can move on. What would you? Okay, if this was your collection, what would you keep? What would you sell? Would you just dump like everything and just keep like? Well, actually, I'll leave it.
Actually, I never thought about that question. I think for me, if I suddenly, let's say, inherit like 100 of these Rolex watches, I'm probably gonna classify them into like case finish, maybe white gold, steel, platinum, yellow gold, rose gold, and then we're trying to pick, I mean, you have to put them into category. Okay, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, and then you maybe even put them into functional, right? I don't think there's any of the dress watches except the Cartier, right? So maybe you divide them into some in the dress, some in the sport, some in the bracelet, some in the strap. And then you say, okay, now we want to have maybe odd number, even number, maybe special dials, diamond.
Well, you're very
I
specific.
mean,
You're like very
yeah.
you're very. I'm kind of okay. I want to like. I think to me like there's a lot of redundancy. I would say, look, you know what? These watches are almost all the same. I just keep like okay, keep the like Explorer 2. There's your GMT. The day date is a beautiful watch. This is always very versatile. You can put this on very versatile gold. Could be a sport watch on rubber. You got that, and then you got your chronograph, which is a great modern, again timing function. If you really need to have a Submariner, I don't know why you'd need to have a Submariner because you have, and get rid of everything else. Like, there's no point to having all the other stuff. It's like, maybe a chronograph. Okay.
Are those like vintage or modern?
It looks like everything is modern except, well, this is like neo vintage. This looks like a neo vintage, right? This looks like kind of like what is it, 90s? Not 90s. This looks like with the Holes case. That's like early 2000. I don't know. Looks. All his watches are in very good condition. Also, they're in good. They're not like banged up. They're not.
If I have 100 watches, right? You wear one every 3 months. There's no way that you bang it up.
Yeah. Nah, it's whatever. Okay. Okay. So let's move on. I'm okay. So this collection looks. I'm gonna kind of give a rating of, I would say, okay. So we do the collection reviews. We rate on. Maybe I should tune this a little bit, fine tune this, but photo quality of the collection, the overall, like is it cohesive? Upside potential. To me, it's important. The upside potential is, can you make money with it? Are watch choices, is it interesting? And photo creativity. So photo creativity, he takes good photos, very good photos. Everything is very nice and clean. Too much redundancy in the watches. In terms of, can you make, I think these watches actually have, I think the only positive is if he bought them right, he's not going to lose money. Probably he's not going to lose money with any of these because, there's not, like, these are not hype watches. If he bought them like near retail, I'm sure he'll do okay. But it's very boring to have all the same stuff. Like, you can't have too much Rolex, too much Tudor. He needs like 3 watches. Get rid of the rest. Maybe get like, I don't know. Shit, I don't even know. I don't know. Let's, Bruce, let's talk about your collection. Oh, shit. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, hang on. I gotta change the banner here. This is like an insult to the collection. Hang on a second. Okay, so this is okay. Hang on a second. Okay, are we talking Patek today?
I'm just pick up this one, so I only have this watch. Actually, I want to disagree on the judgment for what is his name? Wristology. Yes. I think this is like where you go into casinos, right? So you go into a casino, there is different betting strategy. One, you shouldn't have a strategy in casino, right? If you have strategy, you pretty much lose. But I think we can classify people into, let's say, 2 broad genres, right? So one is that you bet heavily in some of them. If you go to roulette, right, you're betting on maybe a very specific number. You bet every single day, right? If you win, 50 times, jackpot, or you just scatter around. So I don't think there's right or wrong, but this guy particularly like betting on Rolex, right? And we know Rolex very strong brand. If the watch market is getting any upward trend, the strongest brand always lead the growth or the price appreciation. So he's also very liquid. I wouldn't think that I will be easy in any way possible to liquidate some of my watches because they are very sort of a niche and particular cater for like a different, very precise
specialty. It's a specialty.
Occasions.
Yeah. No,
so I went to the specialty. Yeah.
His collection is super. It's all liquid stuff. It's basic liquid stuff.
Yes. So I think upward potential probably have a lot. One, we know that market gonna come back. All the market come back. It's just a cycle thing, right? So wait for 10, maybe 5-10 years. You come back. And when you come back, right, Rolex is gonna very strong. It's gonna be whatever what was the last? Oh yeah, it was a meteor dial GMT.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 years later, it's gonna be something else, right? So, but it's gonna be a hype pieces, right? Whichever your collection look like the hype pieces, you're probably gonna sell for a lot of money. And that's where I think the most of the upward potential will be, is that you're betting on the cycle, and you're betting on the the top horses.
But
I think he's doing right. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I mean, like Rolex, it's not. I mean, they're kind of relatively basic models. I mean, they'll do, look, we know Rolex compounds like, what is it, 5% a year or whatever, unless you have like something really special, like a special dial or whatever, which he doesn't have. Like there's no meteorite or some other specialty thing. But no, it's not. Listen, it's a fine collection. It's just like, I mean, hey, he wanted to get my opinion, so I said, hey, I would cut it down, get rid of like the redundancy, and But okay, hold on a second. So we got So where are you? Are you in Japan? It looks like a Japanese menu or something. What is that? You got the what's the background? You got the Patek. You're moving the Patek away.
Oh, this is just a file folder. It's called Top Secret. Top Secret.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it means? Is that what it says?
Yeah. It's just a funny file folder. Yeah, it's a plastic.
Okay. So So what are you showing today? You're showing this is the Patek.
Yeah, this is a Patek I picked up. So it's a 5204 in the bracelet.
Oh, okay. Wow, look at the back. Wow.
You can see it's I mean, this is where it's become pretty. People will debate day and night for why the hell you have let's say a perpetual calendar. Retropump, this is retropump. You can see the second hand here, you can second hand there, two second hand. Why are you making a manual one? And there are different arguments, because it's really impractical. You have to really wind it every couple. I think I wind it every day so that I don't miss the beat. So it's you see. But again, it's once we remove the rotor, it's actually quite. It's great looking at.
You know what? I like manual wind. I actually like it. I find it very. I like it. I really do like it. I mean, but I don't have any complicated manual wind. I mean, but I really do like the simplicity of manual. I like interacting with the watch. It kind of brings back like some childhood memories of like my parents or grandparents winding their watch. I like it. It's a good. It's a good thing. Now this is rose gold.
Yeah, you can see this is rose gold compared to the yellow gold. That's great. You see?
Yeah. No, okay. So this is the rose. No, this is beautiful. Now what? Wait, this is the newer style bracelet that Patek makes, or this bracelet that they have here. I think is there another version of this?
Yeah, they released the 5204 in 2015, and then I think in the 16 they released the bracelet version of it. So a year after the original release date.
Okay, because the bracelets that Rolex makes for this looks like a heavier bracelet. Like the links look more. You know what I'm saying, or am I wrong?
No, you're wrong. So this I had the watt timer before. This is exactly the bracelet for the watt timer.
Same one.
Okay. Yeah, same one.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly the same. So I think they are using some sort of standard stock design for the bracelet.
Okay. So it's
because it's the same profile finish, and also the same for the butterfly fold buckle.
Clasp. It's
the same.
Okay. This is the same bracelet that they make for what is it, the 5396, the annual calendar. I saw one in white gold, and it was this and it was really nice. I actually, with the bracelet, the watch to me was better because I have a smaller wrist. And how do you find the fit on your wrist?
Fit
Can you put it
perfectly.
on? No, but do
Yeah,
you
it
like
fits
it
perfectly.
more? Do you like it more than the strap with the bracelet?
No,
Wow.
I think bracelet is
No?
much better because you can see that on bracelet, the watch actually feel much smaller.
Yeah, okay, exactly. Well, this is what I'm saying. On the bracelet, right? For example, the 5396, right? I had that watch on a strap and it never felt right to me. But when I tried it on a bracelet, it looked more balanced and it felt better on the wrist. It's this type of bracelet that they had. It's this, and it was a very. Now this is a bigger watch. This is a much taller, right? It's like a half
Yeah,
an
it's
inch tall,
It's tall,
very tall.
but I was really surprised that the bracelet make the watch smaller on the wrist.
It does. No, I
This
would.
is a 40 millimeter.
I'll tell you what. I would much rather on the 5396. I would much rather have it on a bracelet. I think the bracelet gives it. Also, it's more. I think it's actually more practical in a way because you could.
Too much, too hot. Now it's too hot.
Yeah. I remember when I was in Miami, I could never wear the watch because it's humid. It rains. This watch is water resistant, right? At least.
I think it's like 3 ATM, something like that. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it's
I'm not
enough.
sure,
I mean,
but yeah.
okay. So okay,
You
hold on
basically
a
can
second. Okay,
just watch with it, and that's it.
okay, wait. Okay, so we got a very interesting contrast here. So you got a Patek chronograph perpetual calendar in rose gold, and then you have a vintage. What is it? Is that a Seiko? Is that the Seiko I saw a picture of?
It's a vintage Seiko.
Vintage Seiko also on the. Is it? It's the gold. It looks like a gold. Oh yeah, the gold mesh. The gold mesh strap. Hold on a second. Now this is automatic or manual?
Both are manual.
Both are manual. Okay. So why do you have, okay, this is what I got to understand this. These are completely different watches. I mean, why are you showing these two together? What is the reason between showing these two watches together?
I wear this watch while I'm picking up the Patek Philippe.
Oh,
And also it's also nice to have some rotations.
yeah, of course.
And this is actually one of the rarest Seiko on the market. So we put the Patek away.
Wait, no, keep it there. Keep it there. Yeah,
oh,
keep it.
Okay.
But tell us about the Seiko. So what makes this special?
So if people can, I'm not sure if you can read, but I try to have it focused. No, okay.
Okay,
So
I see. Yeah.
If you read the dial, it says astronomical observatory kilometer officially certified. This is written on the dial. So what this means is this, and also checking the back case case number. You can see. Not sure you can read. It says 4520. See here.
Okay, I can't see. Yeah, I can't see the details on my screen.
So basically, 4520 is a 1967. So basically, the history for this watch it started in the early 1960s, right? So that's when Seiko wanted to move up and compete in the big boy club, where then Seiko have to submit. There's a astronomical observatory chronometer competition in Neuchâtel. So Seiko started to submit the watch for competition in the 60s, early of the 60s. And they've done poorly in the beginning. They ranked like hundreds, something like that.
Okay.
But then they improve very, very quickly. By the time of 1967, that's the peak of the accuracy at that time, right, for Seiko. So this particular model, right, ranked on the third of the competition. So the
Okay,
sort of
so
competition is not a, yeah, go ahead.
so they went. So this is a historically important watch, right? Because they went,
Yeah.
from 100th place. You're saying from number 100 to number 3, which is very good. And that's the
In
whole
about
Japanese.
6 years. Yeah, 6 years.
Yeah,
Something like that.
that's the whole thing with the Japanese. They're always this the what's it, is it Kenzai Ken constantly improving, right? The whole
Yeah.
improving, constantly focus, and it's like what they did with cars, right? America dominated the car market, and the Japanese slowly and slowly, all of a sudden, by the 70s, they were, or the 80s, already dominant. I mean, they basically, and they took over the car market, right? So it's like, and this is an example, like so this is like a very, I don't know about the watch, but is this a very popular watch in Japan because of the historical importance? It's got like a national pride thing associated.
Okay, so let me finish. So the issue that Seiko only scored the third place is because by the 1965-66, the Swiss watchmaking industry realized that Seiko has progressed very, very rapidly on the ladder. So they afraid they're gonna lose in the 1967 competition, so they submit to quartz watch. So the quartz watch made by Swiss company ranked number 1, number 2. So practically they were cheating. Supposedly Seiko should rank number 1 in the 1967 competition.
Oh,
But
okay,
they cheated.
okay.
Yeah, but they cheated.
That's right.
So
That's Swiss. That's what Swiss do. Yeah.
yeah. So and with the competition model submission, Seiko also submit about I think just a bit more than 100 watches for retail sales, and they have to have this astronomical observatory certification. So out of 100 watches submit in the 1967, about 70 something watch, I don't know if 73 or 76, but 70 some watches got the certification, and they have the series number of 4520 at the case back. So this is one of the 73 or 76 have the certification in the 1967.
Wait,
So
you're saying they only made a limited number of these?
yes, because it's a chronometer, right? Chronometer is like super accurate.
And so
Yeah,
how many did they make in total?
Across 1967 to 1970, about 4 years time, I think Seiko submitted about 200 something watches, and I think roughly about 200 watches have the certification. But for the later date, the number become 4580 rather than the 4520 in the 1967.
Okay.
So although they look the same, the 67 one is a bit more collectible, but out of everything is about 200 watches of getting the certification.
So this is interesting. So this is like a vintage watch. It has like a historical importance in horology, right? And so, but what made you? I mean, it's very different from everything else that you have. It's like very different. Like, what made you buy this watch? What was the reason you chose this?
I actually read the article from the SJX on this particular model.
Oh, it's very good.
Yes. So everything is gold for this watch, right? So hand dial, the indices, the hand, the case, the crown, straps, everything. So they certainly try to make the watch super prestige, the case back, everything, right? And super expensive back then in the early days. So anyone that can afford it probably really don't care about the value, right? They care about the national pride and the accuracy, So, and this is not the end of the story, right? The end of story was, which make this whole watch very interesting, is in the 1968, the Swiss watchmaking industry know that they probably will not win the competition, so they cancel the competition. So there was no competition beyond 1968.
That's funny.
So, and which to make more interesting is that Seiko realized quartz watch was more accurate than the mechanical watch, and then Seiko did a pivot from making traditional mechanical high beat watch to quartz watch, which directly lead to the quartz crisis in the Swiss watchmaking industry. So it was sort of a karma boomerang to come back.
Exactly.
On the face.
Yeah, it's funny.
So
Wow.
which is reason that this is a historical important piece, not only for the Japanese watchmaking industry, so also important to the Swiss watchmaking industry, and display that you know, hypocrisy really doesn't work, and karma gonna really come back to you. So I think it's a reminder for me and for, you know, probably whatever I pass on this watch, that the story is very important, right? So don't try to play the gimmicky, you know, things that you know, get you a win, you know, shortcut, and then you're probably gonna fail heavily in the future, right? So don't take the shortcut. I think it's important to teach the story, and this one is the the relic, you know, of the past.
No, it's a very
quite important.
Yeah, no, that's a good. No, that's a good. Yeah, there's a lot to it. Now, what? Okay, so this watch, and the condition is very good. It looks like it's in very good condition.
Yeah, mint condition, no scratch. Because you can see this is like a woven type of finish. So it's not you can see it's almost like a fabric, right? The case material.
Okay, is it like a linen? Is it like a linen type of finish? Like a
linen? I think vintage Patek also have this substance. So this type of thing, you cannot polish it. You have to stay the original condition. If you dent it, that's it. Just stay there.
Okay. No, that's great. Okay, hold on a second. So you're wearing this watch now. Where are you? Can you say where you are right now? Where did you pick up the Patek? Can you say that, or it's top secret?
Top secret. I show you on this file. Top secret.
I can't read that. Is that Chinese or Japanese? It looks Japanese. That's Japanese or Chinese?
I think it's old calligraphy from China. So the Japanese China, share the same type of calligraphy.
They share the same calligraphy, but the words are not the language. I mean, the words are not the same. They use the same
structure.
Structure. Okay.
It doesn't matter if it's Japanese or Chinese or ancient calligraphy. Both ends can sort of read it. With a bit of imagination. Really? Okay. It's almost like a probably French German type of thing. Sorry, Austrian and German. You know, it's not much different. Although it's different.
Okay, no, because it's a concept, right? The letters are really, it's a concept. Each letter means it's a pictogram, whatever you call it. Okay.
Each character has different parts, so each part has different meaning. You put them together, normally the meaning is not far from the actual meaning.
Okay, so you pick. When did you pick up the Patek?
Few days ago.
Okay.
I basically, I have to work and also have the day off and then just pick it up.
Okay.
From the dealer.
So you went to the dealer and somewhere in Asia. I know you're somewhere in Asia right now. Where undisclosed location somewhere in Asia. So you came with and the guy you bought from, is it a vintage deal? Like what kind of dealer is it? Is it like a guy who sells everything, or like what kind of
it's more like a how can I say, buyer agent.
Did he? Oh, okay. I don't. Okay, so Did he know what you had? Did he know about your Seiko? Did he know what that was?
no idea. I don't think if we wear this Seiko on the street, 99.999% people wouldn't. Maybe people know it's Seiko. Yeah, old Seiko, that's fine. But
Yeah.
this is just ordinary Seiko, right? For people that know Seiko quite well, they can see there's a lightning bolt there. It's a VFA. It's I think it's called very fine tuned. Very fine tuned. VFA.
Okay.
VFA something. But it also stands for very fucking accurate, right? So that's the lightning
Yeah.
bolt.
And how much?
So people,
what do they sell for? How much does the Seiko go for right now? What's the value of that?
This one is about 50,000, something like that.
50.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's
okay. You search on the corner. There's one for sale at the moment.
Okay. Wow. And the dial, is it a linen dial? Like, it's hard for me to see on the video. It's like a linen dial, right? It's got texture on the dial.
Linen. It's a texture.
Yeah, like
everything. That. Yeah, the dial is textured. The case is textured. This is actually an aftermarket strap, but I find it very fit for the linen sort of finish.
Okay.
So the strap costs also quite a bit as well. So I think overall it's 55 in total.
Wow. Okay. Real money. This is like a real. It's like Seiko. People don't. I would never expect a Seiko to sell for that type of money. So it's like very interesting.
It's like more than Daytona.
No, I mean, yeah, it's like one of those, right? Exactly. So so you got the chronograph, the Patek. How? By the way, have you ever had? Put? Let me see how it looks. Actually, let's try both of them on your wrist. Which? Well, let me ask you an honest question. Which one do you like wearing more? Which one gives you more pleasure?
I think on the street, I like to wear a Seiko more. Right? It's subtle. It's great.
Yeah. Would you wear it on a strap? I would. That's a watch I would put on a strap because it's more like a little more low key, a little more. You can change straps. Would you do?
You can afford a bit of bling for the for the vintage, right?
Yeah, but you like bling in general.
Yeah,
and you can't really wear straps where you are. It's not practical. Leather.
Yeah, I mean it's too humid, right? So
yeah.
I mean I do customize a strap with the rubber lining inside. So all my watch, even it's a strap watch, it should be fine because you have the rubber inside. So even you sweat a lot, unless you fall into the water, the water wouldn't penetrate. Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like a rubber lining with like I could go one or the other. Okay, so here we go. We got the Patek. Bring it back. Okay, there we go. Okay. Wow. What color is? It's a black dial, right? The dial is black.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's very dramatic. How heavy is it? How heavy is it?
It's actually quite light. I think it's about 200 grams. Yeah, roughly 180 grams. By my
how much is that? How does that compare to like a day date? Is it about the same weight?
I can only compare that to the Platinum Daytona. So I think this is about 30 to 40% lighter than the Platinum Daytona.
Oh, okay. So it wears like a day date almost, pretty much like a day date.
Yeah,
basically.
It's pretty comfortable. This one is pretty comfortable. So
and
also the dial is small enough. I thought it's gonna be big, but it's really good. It's really well proportioned. There are criticism saying that the dial design is too out of proportion, but I think it's fine. Especially that you have the two second hand on the top to balance out a little bit. I think that worked well.
Now, what made you choose this model? Actually, I don't think. Do you have any Patek right now?
No,
you don't.
I sold the Wartimer before I buy this, so I then stick with the rules. Yeah.
Okay, you're very disciplined. Only one watch per brand.
Then you have to sell the other one to buy the one. Otherwise, you could stuck with it.
Yeah, and the idea is what? Like, is this like you consider that like the best of breed? Like, the chronograph perpetual. Do you consider that to be the best of Patek? That's like their best of breed, or you just like the watch?
I think it's best of the breed. One, for what I can afford, and also I think it look good, right? You personally attracted to the watch. I think that's about enough, because there's always gonna be a better, stronger. If you chase for the best, you're gonna be a very long journey, right? I think sometimes we have to also accept that we cannot have the best. We settle for the second best, third best, maybe not even the best of the, maybe even, I don't like the use term shitters, but, it is what it is, right? So you cannot always upgrade, I mean, I had the war timer for quite a long time. It was the watch I had, the war timer on bracelet. In rose gold.
Which model was it? What was the model? Because they made there's like three
5130. That's the 2000 I think 8 or something like that. Now the new one, the new one without the crown guard, I think it looks horrible. And also it's cheap, because the crown guard actually takes some time to make it like a smooth and polishing.
Okay, so the one with the round hour hand. This one here, the original
5130. Yeah, the original.
Yeah,
but it's on a bracelet. On a bracelet. Yeah.
This is I like this model. I like that model in in yellow.
It's the same model Archie had.
It's what?
It's the same model Archie had. Archie
yeah. You know what? Yeah, he had this. And I don't know why he, supposedly, there was a robbery. That's whatever. That's what he claims. Whatever. Who knows? But I don't know why he got the newer version in white. I think this watch belongs in yellow or rose. It does not belong in white gold.
Because
yeah. What's that?
I do agree on your opinion.
Because it's a vintage. It's got like a vintage vibe to it. It's got this very vintagey type of look. And white is a very kind of, contemporary, cold. It just doesn't look right with white. It needs to be yellow or rose. And I like the original much better than the newer models that they have.
The newer model, you just it's almost like they are on a budget, when they're making the new model.
I don't know, Patek. I have issues with some of the, we talked about the Patek, some of the newer stuff that they're doing, but. Oh, so this is what you had. This was your watch.
Yes, brown dial. Yeah, this is the one I had. Yes.
Oh, you had the brown dial?
Yeah, brown dial. Yes.
Oh shit, I really like that. No, I'm a fan of brown. Because it's a rich look. It's a very rich.
You also have to have some age, in your pocket to pull it out, to pull it off. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks warm. Are you saying it's an old man watch? It's an old man watch?
No, old man watch. I mean, if you are in the 20s, you wear this, I think this would be maybe a little bit weird. I mean, in the 20s, you want to wear maybe Richard Mille, right? Or the high fashion brand, maybe Nautilus. I mean, it's younger, and this is almost like where we'll become more like a settled, have some experience. You're not easily to be fooled around. You have this watch. People treat you with not again. At least in the watch shop, people say, "Oh wow, Patek and what time?" Patek Philippe. They treat you okay. Right.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows what this watch is outside of people who know Patek. It's not like nobody really knows what this is. It looks like some whatever. Nobody really knows. It's unless they know Patek. I actually saw a video on YouTube of what is the guy? A guy. What the hell is his name? It's the two private equity guys. What the hell? Shit. May and oh shit. What's it? It'll come to me. It's These were like corporate raiders from the 80s, and now they're doing like anyway. I mean, the guy's like a multi-billionaire. He's an older guy. He's like in his 80s, but like he's with it, right? And he was wearing this watch in the video. It was like it was very subtle because it was just sliding under. It's a heavy watch, so it slides on. It slides down your wrist a little bit. And I said, wow, you could see it on the video. It was like, wow, you could. I recognized it right away. It's like it wasn't. It was like, wow, shit, this guy's got the the world time. Good stuff. So okay, so basically, did you sell this or you traded it for your watch? What did you do?
I sold it.
Okay.
I sold it, and then I mean, again, yeah, I sold it. Yeah, sold it for better price. If I trade it, I probably get cheap price.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you now. You sell watches all the time, right? Because you're constantly you're managing the collection. How do you sell your watches? Who do you like? How do you go about selling them? Who do you sell them to?
Okay, I have several gray market watch dealer. I work with, or yes, and I have some. So each watch dealer will serve different purposes, right? So some will find watch for me, some will sell watch for me.
Okay.
So that you never put egg in one bucket. So. And also some are particularly looking for like a vintage piece, and some are particularly looking for the independent, right? They have their like specialties. So yeah, so that's how they work. Right? So,
but you, I'm sorry, shit. 50. Wait, what's that? You're 5240, right? The chrono, it's 5240, right? I get them mixed up.
5241R. I think that's the full name.
Why is this
52?
Why is
oh, sorry. 5024. Sorry.
Oh, 505024. Okay, there we go. I can't keep. No, shit. No, it's the wrong one. No, it's no. Oh, 5124. Is it 5124?
50. Because this is the predecessor. This is the predecessor of the 5004. So this is 5204. 5204.
5204. Okay, hang on. Okay, there we go. 5204. Okay, there we go. Okay, so okay, so basically, when you sell your watches, you sell them to dealers. You don't want to deal with customers, right? You don't want to deal with a buyer. Basically,
if it is a high piece, like the war timer, just put on consignment. I say, oh, can you sell it for me? I say, 1 maybe 3 weeks, got it sold.
Okay,
that's easy. But it's more obscure model. I probably try sell myself. Otherwise, if I can't move, I'll just try to get a deal with the dealer, because I mean we deal business several times a year, so they wouldn't screw me, right? So it's if they can't take it, I'll consignment it. If they can, they take it at a percentage. Discount basically.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So okay. Fair enough. All right. So and
just saying that I gotta go in 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna the meter is running. You could put it on your watch. Press the let's see the timing function. Let's see the timing function of the watch. Let's see if it can time 5 minutes accurately.
I have to shit, I put it away. I'm
put it away?
I'm about to leave, so I just
you're about to leave. Okay. Yeah. So okay. Bruce, listen, it's good to have you. I just want to ask you one last thing. So this watch, basically, this is kind of like really, this is kind of the peak of Patek until you get into like really crazy stuff. I mean, this is kind of their top of the line, unless you get into, I don't know, the astronomical, minute repeaters or that stuff.
Astronomical is, we can discuss that another day. There are so many shady things in the astronomical watch from Patek Philippe. Not saying the Patek Philippe, but the secondary market is fucked. With really? Because I think the base movement for the astronomical is a It's not a complicated watch movement. So they took it out
Mm.
from like a cheap model, and then adding a module on top. So you basically assemble the astronomical watch at a fraction of the cost, and then sell it at a premium. But again, whoever bought it gonna be fucked because they are buying a assembled watch, not authentic, particularly.
You're
So there
saying people
was
are doing
a
that?
yeah, of course. There was a huge accident. I think I forgot it's a year or maybe a couple years ago back in the mainland China, because it's
Mm.
very common that you for this type of timepiece. I mean, the astronomical is more expensive than the 5204. You're looking at what, like a 40, 50,000, sorry, 400,000,
400,
500,000, something like that.
yeah, 400,
I'm not sure.
500,000, yeah.
Yeah, for 500. So it's almost half a mil. You need to have like you need to send it to like a sort of identification or authentication. Yeah, authentication of the watch. And then
Okay.
there was one authentication center fucked up that so to be safe, they sent it to two authentication centers, the two biggest one. One
Wow.
saying that it's fake, not authentic, and one says authentic.
How is
And
it possible? Hold on a second, but they also have to make the case. They have to make the dials. Like, how do they fake that?
no. You I think there must be some sort of a shady business in the supply chain. Whatever happened, I think they can make some of the part, but the some of the part has to be authentic, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't pass even the buyer's, authentication. Right?
Wow.
So yeah. So I mean, this also happened in Italy, right? So Italy also are very notorious for
Yeah.
having some of these assembled watch, and same in Ukraine, basically. So there are a few areas that you have a very crafty people that can make part, and these create especially a lot of issue in the vintage watch market. So
Yeah.
so yeah, so which is the reason I don't get involved too much in the vintage watch. I have some vintage watch, but
Hmm.
the one I had is not like either is like super obscure. It's like the Seiko, or it would
Okay.
be like I had the Tudor, and yeah, I think that's about it. I have one Universal Genève, and then
Okay.
that one also I think that one was sent back to repair because I think I got a part issue. One of the part was not authentic and fall off. So I got fucked for that part, for that watch. So
Okay.
yeah. So I think there's something. I think I had to check. It's like the dial has been restored or whatever. Then the value will be halved, and then one hand was also not authentic. They modified the hand trying to fit, and then
Okay.
because now original, when you press the corner, it fall off.
Oh,
Yeah, so I got
wow.
fucked on that. Yeah. But again, right? So if you buy online, this is what you get. So it's not expensive, right? It's not expensive watch.
Yeah, the
So
UG probably was what, a couple thousand when you bought, like, it was what, like a triple date moon or something, like when they were like what, 5,000 or something.
yeah, it's not. It's like 4,000 something like. It's aero complex. It's not. It's a
Oh,
different
Aero.
model of tri.
Yeah.
It's a different model of the tri complex. But
Okay.
it have a very that one have a very interesting function where you can have a reference time.
Okay.
Which I find interesting. I thought it was GMT, but it was not. Yeah, it was a reference time.
Okay. So bottom line is, with vintage, why even you can make a mistake with vintage. It's a treacherous. The vintage is very, very tricky. I would love to get
Vintage very tricky. Yeah.
Yeah. Bruce, listen, thank you for joining again. We'll let you
No
go.
worries.
What are you off to work now? It's you going to the office? What are you
Yeah.
doing
I have
today?
to work. Yeah, I have to work.
Okay.
Work every day,
Okay.
so you can afford.
You working
You
you
can buy
working for
watches.
the did you report back? Did you report back to to
Yes.
the government? You
Yes.
told
Yeah.
okay.
For my work. Yeah. Yeah.
You're
Happy for my work.
recruiting Americans in the watch community for for the Chinese government for it
Yes.
to be. We're gonna have we have some guys actually who could join next time. I have a guy on the panel. You could recruit him. Bruce, listen, thank you again. Enjoy the watch. Enjoy what are you going to be wearing today? You going to be wearing the Seiko today?
Yeah, I've been wearing the Seiko today. I've been wearing the Patek for many days, so I probably want to swap it.
You got to rotate. You got to rotate. Okay, yeah. Fantastic. Bruce, thank you again. Enjoy in good health, and we'll catch up with you again.
Awesome. Thank you.